It's May, summer is on its way, and it's time for a new Toy Side Chat. So, stick around. Hello, fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to the May 2022 Toy Side Chat. My name is Rob. Grab a seat and let's start chatting. Now, last month, April, was a pretty horrible month around these parts of the country. One minute, it would be scorching temperatures, and I would be outside doing yard work and feeling great and getting a sunburn, which I showed off in one of last month's episodes. The next day, it would be freezing temperatures, and it would suck. I mean, honestly, it just would put my body in like a shock, and it would take a couple days for me to feel normal again, because I am a person that loves and thrives during the summer months. So having that serotonin or whatever just be built up in my body and being so excited quickly dashed, and bundling up and, not be in a good mood and sluggish and just all around crappy. But not everything was horrible. Easter came, and me and the family had a wonderful time hunting for Easter eggs, looking at the awesome baskets the Easter Bunny brought me, and the biggest thing about April was welcoming Asher into our home. I did a whole episode on him and just how great he has been. I mean, when I did that episode, that was only a few days into us having him as a part of our family. Now, it's been a few weeks, and yeah, life just is totally changed, and I can't remember a time when it wasn't. I mean, he's a puppy, so we are constantly taking him outside. We are constantly following him around, making sure he's making the right decisions, and helping him along the way, so he doesn't make the wrong decisions and, cause us to have to stain treat our carpet. As far as the Easter baskets, the Easter Bunny really treated us well. We got a bunch of pretty cool candy, not so much, because he knows that we don't really need a lot of that in the day-to-day life. But what he did provide was some awesome video games. We got the new Kirby game for the Switch, and that's been super fun. It is very reminiscent of Mario Odyssey, and I think it is awesome. We also got the new Five Nights at Freddy's game, Security Breach, and it is such a daring departure from the series, and it is so awesome. I really love all of the animatronic characters. I like the character that you're playing, and it is, like I said, just a really fun, really good game. Now, it kinda isn't as scary or jump scares as the previous games, but it's a really cool first-person action type of game within that, Five Nights at Freddy's universe. First thing about May is I need to apologize, especially for this week, because I'm hitting you with two talky episodes. Ones that don't really have a lot of super duper 80s entertainment attached, but more of just the sit back and talk to everybody kind of episodes. This being one, and the other one being from earlier, the sentimental my 80s role-playing game history. So, like I said, just sorry about all the talky episodes, because it seems like a lot of the casual viewers of the channel don't really dig those, but I dig them, and I hope you dig them, and we dig them together, and just have fun digging. Speaking about the casual viewer, unfortunately, that's a term that's been tossed around a lot recently when it comes to the wrestling world, so I feel kind of dirty incorporating it into this, but this is a rant, and that's just the way I'm going to bracket it. That the casual viewers of the channel, I feel like, don't really get it, so I want to take this moment to explain what the channel is about. First thing I want to say is, I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything, and I'm not here to give you a comprehensive history lesson on these things. I mess up a lot, but where I am coming from is just a place of nostalgia. I mean, I have fun looking and researching and hunting these items, and I want to talk about them. So, in my mind, it's like we're hanging out and I'm just talking about them, and we're talking about them together in a virtual kind of way. But if me and you are just talking, I'm not going to have all the facts. And honestly, I don't want to know all the facts. I just want to focus on how these things make me feel and how they would have been fun for me as a kid, where I can see them falling into my life now as a nostalgia enthusiast collector. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm aiming for, is to just drum up cool memories and make some new memories with some awesome older things from the 80s, and I'll be branching out into the 90s eventually. Like I said, I'm not here to teach or to enlighten. I'm here to just have fun and remember these things and put a spotlight on the things that we might not specifically remember, but they fall into those clusters of memories that we still hold on to. And yeah, they're very dear to me and to you, and I just want to nurture those little flowers of happiness, of nostalgia, of sentimentality, and we're just here to have a good time. I'm not here to teach you anything. So anyway, I'm sorry for going into that little rant, but some of the comments I get, I mean, I just don't think people understand my place within the YouTube universe, and I don't have a place in it. I just need an outlet to relive these memories, to make new memories, like I said, with some of these things, and just have fun talking to everybody and meeting some really awesome people in the process. Which again, I always have to apologize about this, the comments section. I promise I will start chipping away at it when I have some more time. Hopefully this summer I'll have some pockets of free time and I can just start chipping away at it, start, knocking a whole bunch off at one time. So if you left an awesome comment and you're waiting on me to respond to it, just know the response will be coming eventually, believe me.
Believe it!
I read them all, but I want to give you the time that you gave me to have a nice and well thought out answer or correspondence. I mean, I respect the fact that you want to leave a comment, so I want to show you that respect by, sending you back a comment that comes from the heart and is well thought out. And yeah, like I said, having a correspondence. So yes, the comments will be tidied up eventually, hopefully, so please hang in there. I also want to give a huge shout out to the Disney Plus Moon Knight show. Now, I was always a fan of Moon Knight, like, during the 80s and early 90s. Pretty much until he got the extreme 90s makeover. And, yeah, all my knowledge of that character comes from those earlier issues. So, I have no idea about the new mythos that they created for Moon Knight and Khonshu and his personalities and so on and so forth. So, this show has been really awesome to me because A, I'm seeing a character that I grew up loving. B, Oscar Isaac is a acting juggernaut. Oh my God. The fact that he is playing two characters that are so drastically different that you like each individual character, and it feels like when he swaps between them, it's a different actor. I mean, it is an acting tour de force, as they say, and I've been loving every minute of it. So I think the finale is airing tomorrow to when this is released, so I can't comment on that at this moment, but believe me, I am white knuckles waiting to see how this all plays out. And speaking of Disney Plus, of course, in May, towards the end of the month, we have the Obi-Wan series to look forward to. And on the day that it is released, it's going to release 2 episodes. Stranger Things Season 4, Part 1 will be released on Netflix. That is going to be a red banner day of entertainment, at least for me. I cannot wait, and I feel like maybe on the sly, I should take the day off from work and just sit back and consume and have a good time. I don't see that happening, but I can wish, can't I? While we're talking about future entertainment endeavors, I also want to point out that this coming up July will be the 5th annual G.I. Joe July here at the channel. Of course, this year I also did a G.I. Joe January, but July is when I really pull out all the stops. Does that mean anything epic? Probably not, but to me, I try to add a little bit more pizzazz to my G.I. Joe content, and every episode released during July will be G.I. Joe centric. And while we're on the topic of July, the biggest news coming out of the channel in July is the 6th annual Cobra Convergence. This is the triumphant return of the Convergence, and last year we didn't get a chance to do it due to various things, but this year we are hitting the ground running, and there are so many great YouTubers and websites and bloggers and everything else attached to it, and it's going to be awesome. But between you and me, I'm having a little bit of difficulty, but a lot of fun trying to cook up a Cobra-centric episode for the channel. My episode will be dropping July 16th, 2 days after my birthday, and I'm super excited. So, wish me luck that I will come up with something very entertaining, very cool, and very Cobra. Anyway, this has just been your monthly dose of the ins and outs of the channel, my life, a rundown of things from the past, things to come, and I'm sorry for that little rant in the middle there, but I just wanted to get that off of my chest. So, thank you for sitting down, having a chat, and I'll see you next month with another Toy Side Chat. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody in due time. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this, or any of the episodes YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you will be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.